Hi Aries, welcome back. This is going to be your reading. We're going to look at the current energies, what if any blockages there may be going on with you, what you need to know most, and most likely future outcomes. Okay, so this is a new format that I'm trialing. Don't worry, the you versus them readings are not going away, but for this round, we're going to focus mostly on you, okay? So Aries, when I was meditating on your overall energy, I still, for some reason, had Savage Love stuck in my head this morning. Okay, so for some of you, go check out the weekly live that I did on Sundays. This might be a continuation of the energy that I felt there. Interestingly enough, I saw the letter Z, almost like how Zorro would, carve it out, like in that type of lettering. I don't know if the letter Z is important to you or if that's something that you've seen or seeing symbolically. Be on the lookout maybe for the letter Z. I'm not really sure. But I also got right alongside with that the term seahorse, and then they were showing me seahorses. So I know that seahorses have a pretty significant spiritual meaning, especially when it comes to partnerships, right? So you might want to check out what the spirit meaning is of the seahorse, is that's kind of the spirit animal that I got for you. Some of you might just like seahorses. You might have jewelry on it. Also be on the lookout for that, But those are the images that I got, Aries. And then out of nowhere, I heard, oh gosh, what was it? It was like somebody was kind of snapping on someone else. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I'm pretty sure I heard the term, embrace yourself, ass hat. I know. That doesn't sound very spiritual, does it? But I'm picking up on like a quick-tempered energy, or like quick to be annoyed, all right? So this might be things that you're saying in your head, while you're at work or you're driving or you're dealing with people. You might not be expressing it, but maybe you're thinking some things, right? Like, our brain thinks all kinds of things. No judgment there, but there was a message here about not being so quick to get frustrated or irritated, as I think that might be a high likelihood during this time frame. I know that Mercury is getting ready to go in retrograde, and so it makes communication a little bit difficult. It tends to make our tempers run a little bit shorter. And frustration can easily set in during any retrograde. So just be on the lookout for that, Aries. Don't let it get the best of you. And if it does, then, just quickly correct your energy, right? No biggie. Now, I actually did a reading for you yesterday, but I didn't feel that it went as in-depth as I wanted it to, but I also don't want to short you of the messages, because I did get significant messages, and we'll see if they show up in today's spread. But Aries, the reading yesterday was about finding your soul tribe and knowing, what is a true friendship or relationship or a healthy connection versus someone who's maybe looking to take advantage of your kindness or is always looking for you to make the first move or for you to reach out. Because I feel like some of you have kind of perpetually, unintentionally set yourself up in some of your relationship dynamics to be the one to always be the doer, the giver, the lover. And in some ways you've kind of put your own emotions on the back burner and aren't allowing yourself to be the receiver, and love being a two-way street. And that means in all relationships, not just intimate love, and maybe taking a little bit of a back seat for once, Aries, and see who shows up. See who's genuinely part of your soul tribe, because I think it's going to become really evident to you as we go through these next few weeks who's in your soul tribe, who's not in your soul tribe. So be on the lookout for that, because I did feel that surfacing in the reading yesterday, and that's primarily what the reading was about. I also got the song by All Saints, Never Ever. You might want to check that song out. I don't know who, I got that for another zodiac sign. Don't ask me why, because it's such an old song. But the song is about, you know, she's singing about someone that makes her feel so unseen and unheard and low. Never, ever, ever, ever felt so low. So don't allow another person to bring you into that space, Aries. And if someone continually brings you into that space, then maybe look at the healthiness of that relationship dynamic, okay? But also do some internal research as to why you allow yourself to let someone affect you to that degree, if that's the case. So those were, in a nutshell, the messages that I received both in my guided meditation today and in the reading I did yesterday that I took down. And so let's get into the tarot and see what other messages we get out. I've already got a card out as I was talking here. So you have the 12th house of surrender popped out earlier. And this is about your subconscious mind, compassion, your dream state. It can be a very healing, a very spiritual type of energy, but it's also encouraging you to kind of let go of bad behaviors or things you can't control. Or, you know, some of you, I heard of the need to bite your tongue. So some of you, like I said earlier, you've got these thoughts going on, but maybe you're keeping them internal. And in the process, possibly biting your tongue clear off. So, you know, don't go to extremes. Not saying say everything that you're thinking, but, you know, release a little bit of it when you're in a high vibration. You know, express yourself as you need to. Just try and stay diplomatic about it. The law of attraction card that you got says, I can stop attracting don't once by attracting do once. And what's funny is this card talks about exactly what I felt earlier in the energy. It says you cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You have got to rid your vibration of things that bother you. And when you rid your vibration of things that bother you, nothing that comes into your external environment can bother you. Basically what that's saying is, Aries, a lot of the frustration you're feeling really doesn't even have anything to do with the people that you're interacting. You know, our ego likes to displace our emotions and make them the fault of others. But at the end of the day, we're all responsible for our own emotions and how well or how unwell we control them. And so this is a reminder that, you know, when you're truly in a state of a high vibration, when you're truly in control of your emotions, nothing anyone can do can throw you off of that game. And you'll find those frustrating thoughts and that frustrating energy leaving your physical apparatus, and therefore making it a little bit easier for you to kind of move throughout your day. So yes, Aries, that's kind of what I have here for you. I also got a guidance message, but we'll save that to the end. So let's see what you've got going on in your vibration. Let's see what you've got going on in your thought space. We'll go there first. Aries thought space, Page of Wands. Justice. Seven of Pentacles. So Aries, you have a couple energies showing up here. So I'm asking for the thought perspective, what's going on up there. I feel like this is your energy, right? Wanting to be playful, wanting to have more excitement in your life, ready for some new energy to come in for some of you. I feel like you're striking up a really good balance, right? Between this more playful, creative side of you and then this more practical, down-to-earth side of you. So I feel like you've actually done a lot of soul growth in this area, and to me it looks like you've really put a lot of time and energy into developing, you know, who you're becoming and where you're headed. So bravo, you know, a lot of spiritual growth going on here. I think that there's two sides to every coin, though, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I do feel like maybe when you're feeling imbalanced, it's hard for you to stay practical, and you might find yourself being impulsive or saying impulsive things. So again, be careful of that. But for the most part, I think you're thinking of things pretty logically right now, okay? So maybe if you've been illogical in the past, I feel like you're kind of getting a hold of that energy, Aries, and kind of keeping it even keeled, which is really nice, all right? And a lot of you are doing this by staying focused in the present moment, paying attention to your surroundings, the now, you know, what can you control in the now? Some of you might be cultivating your finances or career during this time frame, but energetically speaking, it's about submersing yourself into the now moment, and that really helping you along your journey, that really helping you to keep balance, to keep your cool, okay, to keep your cool. Like I said, okay, some of you, you know, when you're feeling imbalanced, it might be easy for you to pop off is the word that they're giving me. I think I got that in your last reading. But I feel when you're balanced, that might still be going on internally, but you have more control over what you express. And that's really actually helping you as you move forward in the energy, okay? So let's see what's going on within the emotional space here, Aries. So that was kind of thought and energy. Let's go into the emotional space. I still have that song in my head. So some of you are dealing with a relationship. It doesn't have to be intimate. Could be family or friend that really has the capacity to bring you down. So we'll get to that in a minute. So in the emotional space, I feel like you're not really letting that get to you, at least not during this time frame. And this correlates with the reading that I did yesterday. So emotionally, here's that desire, right, to just kind of have faith and pour yourself into whatever it is that you're doing and just kind of let universe have its way with you. Like, I feel a great surrender coming in within the Aries energy, but like in the most beautiful way. Like I'm feeling like a little bit overwhelmed, but in a good way, like in a positive way. You might be getting attention or having success. You're definitely learning new things about yourself, all right? And it could be that when it comes to your practical environment, success comes relatively easy to you. And I find that's true for a lot of Aries people, that success, you know, in general comes pretty easy to people who fall under the sign of Aries, because you're natural leaders. You don't really question yourself. So when you've got your mind set on something, it's kind of easy for you to push it forward to manifest it. But this is giving you a deeper sense of self-satisfaction, of gratification, even if it's not within career or finance. It's just having this deep sense of feeling good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And some of you are looking pretty good too, you know, working on yourself, doing some self-care would be really encouraged during this time frame. But to me, like, every single card that's out right now is all about you, you know, and like celebrating the beauty of you, celebrating yourself, and being open at the same time to new ways of doing things. And if you're not open to that, the encouragement is to stay open, because there is a new flight of ideas or energy coming in, Aries, that's really going to help you continue to cultivate what it is that you want. So let's see some future energies here. Yeah, I was getting ready to say this earlier, but I didn't want to put a mark on the reading. And I don't mean that in a negative, that sounds negative, but some of you are having in other areas of your life, things are going really, really well. But when it comes to finding your true soul tribe or your soulmate or the people that are down for you, like relationships tend to be an issue, I think, for the sign of Aries in general. But I just feel like for some of you in the relationship sector, it's not quite as easygoing, maybe as in other sectors of your life during this time frame. And I think it's good to focus on the areas that are coming naturally to you, that are going well, rather than focus on maybe some issues that are going on within the relationship sector. All right. And I talked about this in the Scorpio reading. You know, it sounds counterintuitive, right? To not focus on something you deem as an area of growth or possibly a problem area. But when you focus on a problem, you just create more of a problem, right? You cannot get to the solution when you're sitting in the problem. You can't welcome new energy in when you're focused on the old energy. And so the encouragement is to focus in the area of your life, Aries, that is going well and relatively comes easy to you. And as you're focused in that area, because you're no longer hyper-focused on the area you're struggling with, the solutions will start streaming into you a lot easier, a lot faster, and new energy. You allow room for new energy to come in to the other sector of your life. So that's kind of what you're being encouraged to do, because I think when it comes to your emotional self, there's still some burdens here. There's still some heaviness going on here, okay? And it totally screws your head up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it totally negates, like, all of this progress that you've made when you get caught up, because the word they're giving me is caught up in, you know, this, whatever this emotional area of your life is that you haven't quite figured out yet. And it's okay that you haven't figured it out. It's okay, but don't hyper focus there, because you're not going to figure it out by doing that, right? It's just going to put you up in the air and split your energy. And then if you look here, this person's walking on a tightrope. Well, if you start juggling on a tightrope, it's going to be easy to lose your balance. And then all of this hard work, I'm not going to say it goes to the wayside, no, but it doesn't help you, let me put it that way, when you get into this indecisive or this very heavy energy, okay? Some of you, it's just like sometimes you find it hard, I think, or during this time frame, to express your emotions. It's just almost like you just rather keep it to yourself. It's almost like you would rather just carry the burden on your own. And I do find that Aries people are fiercely independent. So some of you are just like, yeah, I would rather just carry the weight than have to deal with maybe another disappointment, or like you're not wanting to rely on another for you to feel successful. And if you have been doing that, then that's a bit of a toxic attachment, right? To rely on another to fill your cup, make you feel good. Okay, so I just feel like there's some burdensome emotions still going on kind of in the background. But in the foreground, it looks really beautiful. And so the encouragement is here, Aries, to pay attention to the foreground. So let's get some moon cards here. Let's see what we've got. So you've got full moon and Aquarius energy showing up, another full moon. So maybe the next full moon would be very significant for you. It says, show the world the real you and surrender to the divine. Well, isn't that funny? So you got the surrender moon card and the surrender numinous card. So don't be afraid to show the world your true self, okay? That's what I was getting earlier. Like, don't bite your tongue so much you bite your tongue off, you know? It's okay to express how you feel, right? But just make sure you're not in the energy of frustration or impulsiveness when you do it. Wait till you're calm, wait till you're collected, wait till you're sure, and then you show the world the real you. And whatever this is that you've been tugging with and going back and forth with, let it go for now. Let it go for now. That's going to help resolve the energy and bring you a solution that is in your highest good. I have a song coming through. I don't know if this is significant to you, but I did note it correlates with the guidance card. It's Eric Clapton. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? That's such a deep song. Some of you have a spirit guide with you, or a loved one that is passed. That is coming through here, and your guidance card was hello from heaven. So for some of you, even if you don't have someone that's passed over, this is your guide, your angels coming through here. But this is saying your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them. They're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they are with you at this time. And there's a dragonfly in this picture. Now, I think you got this card, or you got the dragonfly message in the Sunday reading. And then today I got a seahorse. And I remember I got this card for Capricorn. Some of you could be connecting with the Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. This is about you, not them. But I'll let you know what zodiac signs I'm seeing. So let me get a few Osho Zen cards and see. And then I think we're going to leave it there. So Aries. Yeah, healing. What does this say? Healing. Could not make this up. Healing the burden. How do you heal the burden? You allow yourself to let it go. That means you don't continually allow your brain to go to a negative space. You know, you don't relive things that are painful. That you just allow yourself to naturally move into the next, and the next, and the next moment, and the next moment, and the next moment. And that's really what's going to help move this energy along for you, Aries, because some of you are stressing because you're clinging to the past too much. You need to be present right now. Sometimes we take for granted the ordinariness of life, but that's where the beauty is. You've got some friends here that want to support you, or friendliness is the answer, despite the fact that you might want to pop off on some people. But the only reason you're feeling frustrated is when you're stuck in your head and not looking at the big picture. So, time to look at the big picture, Aries. So, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you thought about this reading. Zodiac signs that could be in your birth chart or you might be dealing with during this time frame. Like I said, I felt Capricorn energy, but I have Pisces and Libra, Aries energy here, okay? Scorpio energy for a few of you. But I pretty much have every element out: air, fire, earth, water. So take it with a grain of salt, that part. But if it resonated, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. For more fun stuff, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I go live there often. I just did a Facebook live chat last night about soulmates and how to let go and all kinds of good stuff. So Make sure you check it out. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section of my YouTube. And if you like my style, you can check out my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com, also linked down below. Wishing you the very best till next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.